The Intern is directed by Nancy Meyers and stars Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway. Robert De Niro is a widower who's kind of looking for something in life to give him purpose. He's not necessarily unhappy, but he's looking for something to do, something to get him out of bed in the morning. So he applies to be an intern at Anne Hathaway's very successful internet clothing company. The movie tells the story of their relationship and how old school and new school kind of clash together. So Nancy Meyers really does a lot of romantic comedies, so coming in I was kind of expecting a romantic comedy. I'm a big fan of Robert De Niro and I think Anne Hathaway is a great actress, but it wasn't a romantic comedy. It was really a beautiful, heartfelt movie about friendship. First of all, I have to talk about Robert De Niro's performance. I think he's one of the best actors of all time, and when he finds a role that he really fits in, he nails it. He absolutely nailed it in this movie, and he was just fantastic. He was he was the definition of a gentleman. And he did very well. He excelled. He played well off of Anne Hathaway. He absolutely shined in this movie. It was really awesome to see him in a role that I really liked him in. I really just wanted to give him a hug. And Anne Hathaway on the other side, also very good. I didn't like her character at first, but she grew on me. She grew on me throughout the movie, and she ended up giving a really good performance. It was kind of a star-studded cast, and the cast mixed really well, and everybody gave a great performance all around. That was what really drove the movie. That and the characters. The characters had great arcs. There was plenty of character development. Anne Hathaway's character went through a ton in the movie, and she came out as a different character, a very likable character, which is something you'd want to see from the start of the movie when maybe you didn't really like her because of how she was. She was kind of bossy. She was over the top. She didn't like people. She wasn't a people person. But you really get to see how Anne Hathaway's character changes and is really beautiful. Overall, it's a very heartfelt movie, and you learn to love the characters through their arcs and through the plot, and something that really helped these character arcs and helped you love the plot and understand the plot were the breakthrough scenes. The breakthrough scenes were fantastic. They were the scenes where Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro really finally came to an understanding, and there were two of them in the movie, and they were both just very well executed, very touching, very close to the heart. It's when you feel closest to the characters and you understand what they're going through, and you finally get to see some character change in both characters. You see why they respect and appreciate the other. This wasn't a perfect movie. Early in the movie there are times where you'd say, that's not something somebody would say in real life. It was just really cheesy, and the clash between the new and the old sometimes, it's overkill, and it's over the top, and it goes way over what it really needs to be for you to feel it. But that's just in the first half of the movie. In the second half of the movie, it really picked up, and you got to the heartfelt reasons why you love the characters and why you appreciate what they're doing and where they come from. There are also some characters who are just kind of there to be there. They're movie characters, and the plot calls for them, so they're there. They're not there because they're impacting the plot or they're impacting the characters. They're just there to be there, kind of saying some cheesy stuff. In the second half, the movie really picked up, and the characters who didn't need to be there and you thought, wow, they're just saying really cheesy stuff, they left, and you got to see the stuff that you really cared about. And that's something I really like, is they took out what we didn't care about, they said, here you go, here's more of what you actually want to see. And that was really important that they showed you, this is why you're here, this is what you want to see, this is what we want you to see. So once they got past those characters, the movie ended on a very high note. Overall, this is a really heartfelt movie with great performances from Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway, and all of the supporting cast really stepped up. It also had some very good situational comedy. It's definitely worth seeing. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. So did you guys see The Intern? What did you think? Let me know down in the comments, and please subscribe. I'm going to have my first top 10 video come out this week, hopefully sometime in the middle of the week. That'll be my first one, and I'm going to try to release one every week. So please subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and thank you for watching.